Welcome back to Stranger Palooza. I'm Hank Strange, and today we're talking about the Jackery 1000 and why we got one for our Coachman 2021 Beyond. Alright, so why did Lola and I pick up the Jackery 1000? And we did not get this free from Jackery or anything like that. We bought it online at Amazon, and we do have a link of that you guys could go through Amazon and pick up this or anything else that you're interested in from Jackery. Now, this unit actually costs $1,100. We didn't get the solar panel, so we didn't get the full solar generator or whatever you guys want to call it out there. We got the battery part for now. We're probably going to upgrade to some kind of solar panel and make this more complete, if not Jackery, with someone else. So we looked around at all the different options that we had here for battery backup. And why would we need it? We've got the 2021 Beyond. This one has 2 solar panels on it, as well as a generator. But here's the thing with this unit. If you're not running the generator, you don't get power. So there's certain things I really need power for, and you know, it's really important. So not just, so for example, I have a sleep machine, a CPAP machine, and I've got to plug that in. That needs power. You have to run the generator for that. If you don't do that, then there's no CPAP. Also, I'm going to be using this as an office, and I want to be able to hook up my computer, monitor different things, and run my studio out of here, as well as editing, etc. And I don't want to always run the generator. So if I'm in a parking lot somewhere or somewhere else where I'm just trying to be like, you know, stealth camping and all that, and I don't want to run that generator and draw attention to the vehicle, I figured something like this would be the best way to go. Alright, as well as with this, you know, we have the option that yes, we can use it in the van, but if we go off somewhere and we're moving away from the van, you know, if you have something portable you could just grab, you could take that with you, move away from the van, have access to all that power. As well as if, you know, we could be home here, we live in Florida, it could be a hurricane or anything else, our power goes out from time to time, we could pull that out, and the 1000 over the 500 or anything else that's available would be able to run, like let's say our refrigerator or something like that, if we didn't want to lose the food that's in there. Let's take a look at this, come on. I'm going to show you guys exactly where I'm going to set it up here in the Beyond and how we're going to use it. There's the Jackery 1000. So I think, Lola, you ordered this about a week ago on Amazon? Mm-hmm. Yeah, and actually got here faster than they said on the listing, right? Right. And just to show you guys how it comes, of course it comes like this. It wasn't wet. We're out here shooting this in the rain, and it's got a little wet. I'm going to assume that it's a little bit, you know, it says outdoors on there, so I'm going to assume it can handle that. Now let me move it back and show you guys how the box comes. Now, I want to say this. Last night when we picked it up, we were worried about it when we saw that it was delivered because it was kind of like pouring rain. So it came by FedEx. The FedEx guy did put the package in a plastic bag, which is good, but that kind of got torn up. I was worried, like, oh, you know, maybe it'll get soaked. Well, Jackery ships this in 2 boxes. So there's like a box inside of a box. That's how they ship it. So I think that was really good. And some of the box on the outside was a little bit wet or whatever, but because of that, which I think, you know, to some people that doesn't really matter, like who cares? But actually to me, I think that's a good thing. Here, let me move this and put this over here so we get that out of the way. So then inside of that was this box that says portable power station, power outdoors, Jackery, 1002 watt hour, 1000 watt. There it goes, since 2012. And I believe that this company was started by a former Apple engineer guy. And where are they? So they're just outside, they're outside of San Francisco, not far from the Tesla factory. There you go. I guess that's good, interesting stuff to know about. So it's got an LCD display, LCD screen button, Anders input, DC input, USB-C, carport, USB-A, AC output, 4 different ways to charge it. Inside, it comes with pretty good, like this foam stuff here, well packed in there, and it comes with a couple of things that I'll show you guys. So now this has from the factory, this has a 2-year warranty, and inside of the paperwork here, which I'll pull out, they actually say that if you register it, you can extend your warranty. It's a limited warranty. It's got a user's manual, and it's got this. And so if you fill all of this stuff out, you can actually extend your warranty by 12 months. So you can go from 2 years to 3 years, which is great. Lola and I will definitely do that and register this. And it's got the instructions. This is pretty easy to use. So there's an AC power outlet that it comes with. That's what this stuff is. And last night when I opened it, it was about 30%, Lola. And then I plugged it into the wall. By this morning, it was fully charged. So right now, as it is, it's fully charged. I'll show you guys that. Also comes with the 12 volt or cigarette lighter, or whatever you want to say. So this can connect to the vehicle and charge through that. And probably what I'm going to do is have it up front here between the driver and the passenger. And I'm not going to charge it all the time, but if I notice it's getting down, then I'll plug this in. We'll see. This is not going to be a review video of this. I just want to explain to you guys why I got it. And what I like to do is actually use stuff and show people how I use it and use it for a little while, instead of just, you know, manufacturing scenarios and trying to make a video. So it's obviously going to take a while for me to come back and tell you what I think about this, because I've never dealt with this or this company before. There's also a bag that comes with it that you can put all that good stuff in, as well as this is the parallel adapter, so that I'm guessing if you want to plug in 2 solar panels at the same time, it comes with the adapter to do that. So that's cool. So all we're really missing is the solar panels now. Okay, you want to come in here, Lola? I'll put the lights on and we'll show these guys what we're getting up to here. I'll move the box out of the way and hit the lights. Okay. All right, so come on up, Lola. So if you guys take a look at this here, this is, I know this looks a little, I don't know, I know how this looks to people, but this is pretty much my podcasting studio that we have set up here. I have this monitor, an arm, we've got a Mac Mini back there, a keyboard, etc. that I need to do the podcast. I've got cameras and microphones around. So, and right now it's locked down, kind of, you know, to make this secure while we're driving around, while we're traveling in here. So, all of these things need to be powered. Now, there's a power outlet right over here next to the microwave. And there's one up here next to this screen over here. But all of this needs the generator to be running in order to power it. So that's where the Jackery 1000 is going to come in for me. And I'll move up here so Lola can take a look at this. So my plan actually is to have this sit somewhere over here. Maybe like this. Right? I'm going to sit it right there. In between us right there. And I will run power from that. And then also if we're driving, I could easily plug that in from there and charge it up. And if we're driving, Lola can actually connect to that to charge up smart devices, or if we've got cameras and things like that we need to plug up. And I'm going to pick it up right now, bring it up here so I can show you guys. So I didn't even take off the plastic, Lola, because that's how I roll. 100% charged. Do you want to be the one to take off the plastic? Oh no, let me do it. Let me do it, Lola.
Oh wow, you're really committing to this.
What? No, it didn't even. It's too strong for me. There you go. So plastic off. So basically, it's 100% on the power for this. And if you want to turn on where it's gonna run off of these, you press that. You hear the fan come on. Comes on for a little while. I'm guessing once you actually start drawing on this, it's gonna run that fan. So the reason why one of the reasons, not the only reason why I would keep this up there, is so that if I've got a bunch of stuff plugged in and the fan is running, but I'm doing a podcast, I don't really want the audio of that fan to show up. So I'll have a microphone closer to myself. So I'll keep it as far away from me as possible, because I can't control that noise, and obviously it needs to cool down. And I'm doing my podcast for about 2 hours. So that's really why the big 1000, you know, I could plug all these things into there, and once I do it, I'll come back and report to you guys with everything plugged in that I'm running to do the podcast, how much power this actually uses, because I don't know myself. I'm very curious to find out. I'll probably plug all of that stuff, maybe a fan or something else, because of the sound. I also, when I'm actually doing the show, I probably don't want to run the AC and run the risk of making a bunch of noise. So I'm probably going to open my max fan and put it down to like maybe 60%, let that exit air out, and I'll put a fan somewhere else here plugged into that. The quiet fan, they'll just move the air, everything will be plugged into it. So that's my plan. What do you think, Lola?
I think we just got to put it to use and see.
Yeah, we have to jump in there and see. So just for a quick look at this, it's pretty simple. I noticed that it's got this grill on both sides, and there's Allen keys, so it looks like you can remove that grill, I guess, if you need to go in there to service it. There is a flashlight built into it up there. Not, I don't know how many lumens it is or whatever, but not very powerful. But you know what? I think that's a good idea to have that, because if you're using this in an emergency and you just grab it, it's probably in an emergency going to be dark. So that helps you out a little bit, and I think that's the idea of where they're coming with it. So flip side, another grill right there. It's got a big carry handle. It's 22 pounds, which to me is not super bad. You know, it is heavy. It's the biggest one. So it's got this big carry handle. When I was looking at all the different videos we looked at online, there were people who didn't like the carry handle because it doesn't allow you to put stuff flat down on it, which I kind of understand. I don't know how I feel about that yet. We'll see. However, a carry handle like this might be good for me to clamp stuff on it, right? So I'm not really going to complain about that. The back end here is just pretty solid. Nothing going on there. So all the business up front, a lot like, what's that hairstyle, you know? Where it was, business up front, fun in the back. Remember that? Everyone had like the tail. What was that called again?
A mullet?
A mullet. There you go. Boom. This is kind of the opposite of that. So this is where you would plug in your, here's where you would plug it into the vehicle, or the 12 volt. This is where you would plug in your solar panel. This is the display button, as I showed before. We're at 100%. This is your 12 volt. If you have 12 volt devices you want to plug in, you could do that. USB-C. And then this is like a 5 volt. 2 amp USB-C, I guess, and then you've got this is like
USB 3.0.
Yeah.
So lots of USB options.
Yeah, so 2 of those and 2 of these USB-Cs, and then 3 actual 110 volt pure sine wave 1000 watt. And I think that from the videos I saw, this can go all the way up to 1000 watts, and then maybe it can even like go over that a little bit, right? To, I think it can temporarily go up to 2000, and then the machine itself will cut off whatever that is and maybe build it back up, because some things, the power level that some devices are using fluctuates. So all of that we're going to test out. Let me know what you guys think about this. Do you have anything from Jackery? Do you have something else that you think works better? Do you have like the 500 or whatever? You have the 1000, you know? You think it's a lot, it's definitely a lot of money, but for me, a battery, and on this we have 2 batteries, as you can see here. So in this vehicle we have the house battery and the chassis battery. They can both be charged by the solar panels, the generator, or driving the engine. And then we have this one. So I think this is a really, to me, this is a big upgrade for us, Lola. And I'm excited by the fact that this is so flexible.
Right.
So even if we're home, let's say we're out on the range and we're doing something, we can take this out there if we need it, if there's an emergency that comes up.
Yeah, we're gonna put it to use.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that.
You're getting on the road a lot, so
yeah,
there's gonna be lots of opportunities to use it.
We don't jump easily into spending like $1,000 like that on one item. I'm not going to try to say that, you know, we don't spend money, but this, I've looked at just so many videos and made my choice to do this. So I'm pretty excited to use this and see how it works for the things I'm planning on doing. Matter of fact, we're about to go out and see if we can get like a nice fan or something for when I do the show, and other things to set up in here. So I'm going to wrap this video up. I hope you guys enjoyed this. You can let me know why you decided to get one of these, or if you're looking, you know, what are your thought process? What are you going to use it for? And if you have questions, like you want to know, okay, how does it work with this or that? let me know all that stuff. I'll try to let you know. On behalf of myself and Lola, thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe to Stranger Palooza here. I really appreciate all the folks who have done that so far. We're over 1,000 subscribers, which is amazing and cool and fun. And we're going to do a lot of videos here on the channel. So definitely stay tuned. I'm Hank Strange. Lola's behind the camera. We're out. Peace.